Ryan, I'd love to ask you, what was your 7 p.m. moment in your career?
I think a big one for me was actually my senior year. My senior year of football. Going into it, we had gotten a new coach. We had gotten a new offensive system. I was feeling really good. We having summer workouts and I was faster than I'd ever been, stronger than I'd ever been. You know what I'm saying? Everything was clicking.
Yep.
And I had known that I wanted to apply to film school. But I was doing so well. I never said this all out.
It's the couch. It's the couch.
It's the couch to do it, man.
Yeah. I was doing so well on the field that I was like, man, I know for sure I could go play in Canada. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I might be able to, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to have a season I might be able to really go. You know what I mean? And we was doing 7-on-7s. You know what I mean? Like trying to get our timing down and it was a guy who wanted to walk on. And our DBs didn't want to come out there. They wasn't ready yet. They was like, man, y'all need to get y'all timing down. Our DBs was real solid, real confident. It was like, man, y'all need to get y'all timing down. But we was ready to go. So we started to get some of the walk-ons to come out, you know, so we could get a feel for it. And it was a young man who was walking on, and he was out at safety one day. Man, this had to be like July. And yeah, bro, I called a post. And after 2 steps after like while I was tucking it, he came and he collided with me. Mm-hmm. And some of my homies said it was his elbow. I think it was his head, but I ended up breaking my zygomatic arch in 3 places.
Damn.
So I caught the pass 2 steps and everything went white. I was still conscious though. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't get knocked out, but it was just the pain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and I remember I was on one of my homies from Long Beach, my homie T Bake. He was playing slot on the other side, and I remember him like I was coming to, and I was hearing him, oh no, cuz we gonna have to whip this nigga ass, cuz over there.
You seeing white, they seeing red over there.
We gonna have to whip this nigga ass, cuz. And I'm like, I'm hearing like it's 50-50 on whether they gonna beat this dude up. You know what I'm saying? Like I can hear my homies debating. He was saying, no, it was my head. And then T-Bag like, man, fuck that shit, cuz it was your elbow, nigga. Like don't start lying, like you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there on the you know, and our coaches was not supposed to be watching, but they was watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they was off-season workouts.
Yeah, it's like it's effectively like OTAs, and it's illegal for the coaches to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But what they would do is they would drive on them golf carts as if they was dropping stuff off back and forth. If they watching, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, bro, if they see them, these is new coaches. I'm saying if they see them stump this dude out on this field, bro, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
like for everybody. And that was where it was.
Season. That
was where it was leaning, because my homie Bake was a hothead, and he was, you know what I'm saying, he was upset, you know. So I'm calming them down. I'm like, hey man, like y'all chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the coaches are, you know, y'all chill, and I go into the athletic lounge. And I see a dent in my face. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, this can't be good. Went in and they said, you know, it's broken. They could do plastic surgery, which would put me out for the year. But it would restore my face, but it would take a metal plate and it would never be as strong again.
Wow.
And they were saying, or I could let it heal on its own. I would have to be out like 8 weeks of non-football activity.
Non-contact.
But in my face might look a little misshapen, you know what I'm saying? But it would be just as strong, if not stronger.
Okay.
You know, and how the timing worked out, I would start fall camp maybe a few days late. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be able to play the whole season. So I said, man, I'm gonna do that. Let the coaches know, and it was all good. They kept my starting spot and everything, but it was a moment in time where I couldn't do any football activities. I could lift, I could run, but I couldn't be out there with my teammates. And it was almost as if like something was telling me that I needed to work on that film school application. Because I got so confident with ball that I was putting it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then for them weeks, I had nothing else to do, but lift and work out and get that application in. You know what I'm saying? And because I got that application in at that time, it kind of set me on the path that I'm on now. If I had been delayed even by a semester, but I was convinced, bro, it would have been more than that. Like I would have kept playing. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have been.
Kept pushing
even if you didn't get hurt, the season he was about to have.
Yeah, and I was comfortable with football, bro. Even though my mind was wavering towards film, it was what I was used to. You know what I mean? Like in
this is still new and different film.
Yeah,
Football's familiar.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I got that app in, ended up getting accepted, and then I quit balling and I moved to LA and like for real, I wouldn't have met Mike B when I did. I wouldn't have been able to get in that window with Sylvester Stallone and make Creed. And the biggest thing is I wouldn't have never met Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? If the timing wasn't right where it was, because he ended up passing at, you know what I'm saying? He ended up passing at 43 years old. You know what I mean? Like everything was like, because I did one movie after another.
You was knocking them out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was my 7 p.m. moment. I would say that injury,
man,
it was a big blessing in disguise.